TSM has the potential to be that one team that defeats Falcons, and they proved it this weekend. Here's how. So welcome back to the Apex Morning Shift, your #1 ALGS morning show on the planet. That is a fact. What a weekend of ALGS. We had groups B versus C on Saturday, so no super teams there. And then groups A versus B on Sunday. Two very entertaining days. TSM finishing 9th on Saturday, but then on Sunday, whew, what an entertaining day. Oh my. TSM finishing 2nd, beating Falcons. How did they do it? We'll get back to that later in the video. So looking at Saturday's results, Luminosity with a never-seen-before domination with a 90-point first place, which is tying the record for the most points in a game day in ALGS history, by the way. Tying, I believe, T-Law, which is Team Liquid. So Luminosity played from Wall on Stormpoint and from Survey Epicenter on World's Edge. Very decent POIs. They played it very well, but unfortunately they were unable to carry the momentum onto Sunday, finishing 16th place. Yikes. They played from Devastated Coast on Stormpoint and Siphon on World's Edge, which are not terrible POIs at all. Pretty decent POIs. They just couldn't get anything going for them, which is unfortunate. But that first place on Saturday was juicy. Definitely helped them in the overall leaderboards. And then looking at the rest of Saturday's results, Liquid 2nd place. Another solid performance from the boys. Played from Barometer on Stormpoint and from Countdown on World's Edge. They seemed so confident in fights. Synergy was there. It's such a very consistent team throughout Pro League so far. We'd love to see it. Shout out Liquid. Mexico. And then 3rd, 4th, and 5th place, all three teams that we don't normally see and expect at the top, but they did great. Oblivion, NGNL, and Temper. And Temper, though, 5th place last Sunday, and 5th place again this Saturday. They played from Checkpoint on Stormpoint and from Mod on World's Edge, which are great POIs. So a lot of people are going to debate that they were blessed with good POIs, but then again, this isn't their first good performance. They also did well last weekend, and they did great in scrims this week. It looks like they definitely figured something out. It might just be their confidence that's at an all-time high right now. Momentum is there. You love to see it. Let's see if they can finish in the top 20 for regional finals. Go Temper! Bleed Esports with 6th place. This is a new org, by the way, from Singapore that just signed Dropped, Shubi, Knocked, and ex-TSM coach Raven. So congrats to the boys. New signing, 6th place on Saturday. Another great performance on Sunday, but we'll get to that. And then we have Furious 7th place, Native 8th, TSM 9th, Fluffy Aimers 10th, Empire 11th, Complexity 12th, Stallions 13th, Cloud9 14th, Flat 15th, and Moist, DSG, and Vanity in the bottom 5 teams. All teams with unfortunate performances this weekend. Moist is still adapting with Waltzy. They always seem to be between 10 teams, which might be a little bit of a macro issue with the team. So still figuring it out, which is okay. They're adapting. They're running out of time a little bit, though. There's only 2 days left of ALGS before regional finals. So hopefully they figure it out by then. But Vanity and DSG, they seem to have their confidence at an all-time low. Their issue definitely isn't skill. It seems to all be in their heads. The mistakes both teams made were due to a lack of focus and due to a lack of confidence in fights and in decision-making.
You wanna fight this?
Yeah.
Okay, here.
Throwing thermite grenade.
We used our dog.
They are, be careful.
On the bright side for both those teams, it looks like it's just a mental game. If they're able to get their confidence back up, I believe that they've got this. So we'll just have to see if they've got it in them. And then on Sunday, Yup with 1st place. Very impressive day for them. Oh my goodness. Winning 2 games on the day, 1 game on Stormpoint where they played from Zoo Station, which is a fantastic POI, and then 1 game on World's Edge where they played from Tree, which is not the greatest, but they definitely made it work. Shout out Duplex, Prodigy Aces, and Asivian for that. Before Sunday, they were 30th place in the overall standings, dead last, and then this performance, this 1st place, shot them up 9 places. Now they're sitting at 21st place overall. Can they keep this up, clutch it up, and make it in the top 20 for regional finals? We'll have to wait and see. 2nd and 3rd place, we'll definitely get back to that. Board with 4th place, another team that you don't expect to see at the top, but doing really well on the day. Congrats, shout out the boys. Bleed Esports 5th place, another great performance from them. Wonderful. SSG 6th place, NGNL 7th place, NotMoist 8th place, Fluffy Aimers 9th, Elevate 10th place. Not as good as you would hope, but at least they're getting consistent points on the board, so that's good for them. Weave 11th, Complexity 12th, Pioneers 13th, Empire 14th, CCE 15th, LG 16th, yikes. EEC 17th, Most Hated 18th, NRG 19th, and OXG 20th place, which breaks my heart because this is a team that really looked like they were going to do well. I personally love Frex. I think he was a great pickup for OXG, but definitely sucks to see them struggle right now. But the story of this weekend, ladies and gentlemen, is TSM and Falcons. Both went head-to-head on Sunday, but at the end, TSM ended up on top. Game 5 is where it all went down. Falcons had got spot, and TSM found a way to take high ground from them. Zapdo with the knock on 0, Verhulst with the knock on Jinburn, and Reps with the final kill on Imperial Hal, taking high ground and taking God Spot from Falcons to secure a win for them in Game 5. Here's how it went.
Verhulst taking a lot of damage there is going to be forced back, and it looks like they won't be able to follow up on that. Let's go ahead and listen in with TSM now as they look to close out this game.
Jordan, I'm up here, Jordan. Can you angle them out? Team mirrored. We just can't knock him mirrored, guys. Can we take space?
Yeah, I'm taking it. I'm
trying
to.
Yep,
look over this. Look over this. They're in blue. We should look over this.
Coming too.
Yeah. In the open. I'm needing it.
Hit him out, yep. Throw Q on that.
Watch out.
Close.
Get close.
Watch out. Play slow.
Look her left.
He's running away.
Got him. Look left.
Someone look left, please.
We're safe here. We play this, right?
Make it in. Look for that. I'm looting real quick. Someone look, please.
Evan, look. We're looting, all right?
I'm looking. I'm saving.
It is TSM that have height that are looking at the last two remaining teams that they have to deal with, which is Board and KCP. But they are kings of Pride Rock right now while playing to split their attention onto what is left at their feet.
KCP lose out on Deeds and Gent. Now it's all TSM to finish things all off and pick up all of the kill points along the way as well. It's a 3v1 to finish it all off, and TSM with an amazing performance here in game number 5, that wrap around to the north side, really showing their experience off of this ring pull, learning their lessons from the last time they experienced it.
And that was the difference maker on the day. TSM with a clean 3v3 on Falcons, stealing the win from them, throwing them ahead of the leaderboard, second place, 1 point ahead of Falcons in third place. Whew. Verhulst with 16 kills, Imperial Hal with 16 kills. This is becoming one of the biggest rivalries in Apex history, and we're all here for it. After both of them beefing publicly, Verhulst exposing Hal clapping back at Verhulst. It's been quite the competition between both of them. It's been dramatic. Can TSM keep this up and maybe catch up to Falcons in the overall leaderboards? We'll have to wait and see. I mean, if you look at the overall standings here, Falcons have a huge advance on everybody by almost 40 points ahead of TSM and LG, who are tied in second place. And then you can see here the rest of the leaderboards. Keep in mind that we have 2 ALGS days left to the Pro League season, and then it's going to be regional finals for the top 20 teams. So we'll see if TSM can keep this up, especially with the new changes coming this Tuesday with the Bloodhound Nerf, which means that now teams are going to slowly shift away from Bloodhound. Zapto and Hal are both on that legend, so it's going to be interesting to see who they're going to run. Seer maybe? I don't feel like Seer fits their playstyle very well. So this week's scrims are going to be quite interesting to watch. We're going to see teams trialing out different legends. Cannot wait. Next weekend we have no ALGS. Next game day will be July 6th at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So next week's episode we're going to be covering the new meta, which teams are running who. So that's pretty much it for today's episode of the Apex Morning Shift, your number one ALGS morning show on the planet. If you did enjoy, make sure you turn the notifications on. New episode every Tuesday. I will see you next week. Like and subscribe. Pacers. I talk so much in these episodes. Whew.